a open market weapon that you could have no problem picking up.
Okay.
Not something that you have to get some special crazy kind of contacts, which you've already got to get a hold of.
So are we officially going with that? It was I mentioned it to Jeff. I've mentioned it to Kelly, to Dave. I think Mike heard me mention it there at Churrasco. But so just to reiterate, my idea was the favor that we got with the Black Sun gives us access to their merchants who have access to rarer quality goods, and they will sell it to us at cost with free delivery to wherever we happen to be.
Yeah. Works for me.
You literally have Black Sun Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They're just a business out there.
Pretty much. They happen to dabble in the illegal, but so does Amazon.
No one's surprised by this.
Yeah, but is it illegal everywhere? Yeah, you know.
Exactly.
It's gray area. Depends on where you're getting it delivered, right?
Child labor and sweatshops are legal somewhere.
Well, right.
What is this legally, no legally you speak of?
Right?
So you got a combat action grip, huh? That was
With Kung Fu grip.
big. That was big in the 80s.
Now that's what
With
I was
all action
thinking.
figures.
Kung Fu grip.
The combat
Right.
grip is a great mod to use in conjunction with the not the actuator, the
I was
that's legitimate.
making fun of it with the, you might not be old enough to remember the action figures. with
Oh
the
no, I do. I
two
totally
action
remember. But custom grip is a great one to have in conjunction with the blaster actuating module, because it negates the black to the attack. Plus, if someone else picks up the weapon, they're adding 3 black to their attack.
Because sync to my palm print, basically.
Yep.
Well, sorry, but shame on you if you're giving up your weapon. So,
Yeah.
that's all I got to say.
True that, but it does happen. So,
Mm,
I mean, I do remember this one campaign where this stupid droid stole my gun and wouldn't give it back.
I think you loaned it.
Right, I loaned it, and loan implies getting it back at some point.
Well, at some point,
At some point.
it was an open-ended loan.
No, it was specifically supposed to be returned at the end of that mission, and it never was.
Okay, to be
Right.
fair, never explicitly said that to BTBD.
Yeah, I don't remember that detail, but that's okay.
How conveniently y'all forget.
She was keeping it very safe for you. And you didn't complain when she was shooting things with it.
I mean, there was some pretty good shooty going on with that, I recall.
Yeah.
Was?
I mean, as to overkill blowing stuff up when she didn't need to.
Well, need to and want to.
Well, exactly.
Put delicately, she just had an explosive personality.
Right?
Yeah. BT was very much into the explosives.
Oh, I know. We're kind of like, slow down a minute.
It was
So your
new
mission,
you.
your mission is to break this operative out of prison. Can we blow the prison up?
Yeah. Like, no.
It would work. Just a stupid toilet bag.
So does anybody else have any fancy purchases involved?
Nothing fancy pantsy, but I would like to know more about this mission.
Ah, yes.
I bought a Mon Calamari weapon. Before you move on, I was trying to give you data to your question.
How about
I
the
got
squid?
the Mon Calamari Spear Blaster.
Calamari.
It's a blaster and it's a blaster spear. It's a spear blaster and a spear blaster spear, according to this computer.
It's a spear blaster and a blaster spear.
Yep.
It can't figure out what it wants to be.
It doesn't have to decide.
Yeah.
It's like eggplant. Well, what is it? An egg or a plant? Tell it to make up its mind and come back.
It's damaged fluid, okay?
It checks the other box. Okay, so checking the job tab. You guys pretty much voted. Kelly didn't vote because she didn't have the option to vote. See how I am? You picked for fuel for the flame. The job is to recover a volatile fuel cell from a crashed scientific vessel before the local warlords claim it. It's going to be on the desert planet. Star Wars is full of so many of those. Of Yaroww 4. And your client is a Sulistan Mining Company who actually do a lot of stuff with hyperspace fuel. You know, Sulistan miners and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like they want their property back to you. And of course, they sent you the coordinates to their space platform to meet them. Or you can just, communicate via hyperspace and travel right to the planet Yaroww 4. Totally up to you guys if you want to, waste time talking to the clients or not.
I feel like we should waste time talking to the clients. Like, we want to make sure what we're doing, or do we just want to jump right in and hope for the best?
Well, if we talk to them in person, can we negotiate the pay?
Yeah, if you have someone that wants to negotiate with the pay, you could totally do the hardball negotiation.
Yeah, if
So,
you want to try screwing it up, yeah.
There's that, but we also want to know, okay, volatile fuel source, is there exposure hazard? Number
So
one.
Whose ship's transporting it?
Number two, right? Transportation. How big is it? Do we need some kind of concealed container to transport it?
These are all good questions. Are you asking them when the client sent this priority 1 retrieval bounty, or are you gonna pull them up on the HoloNet and say, "Hey, we got questions for you," or are you gonna want to do this in person?
I mean, I would say we do it en route, but
yeah, I'd say we can do it en route. We do want to do a call. I'm thinking that perhaps a certain someone would like to do some negotiating or something of that nature on the price, but we'll let Mike discuss that. And then, like I said, how big is it, and do we need any kind of special containers to transport it?
These are all good questions. Kelly, you broke up really bad.
You are modulating awfully. You're one to talk. That was really bad.
We have to do
You
the
both did.
destiny pool.
Oh, yes.
Of course, I always roll black.
You are my density. I mean my destiny.
Hey, consistency. That's what I'm all about.
Me too.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Jesus.
It's gonna be that kind of
Come on,
night.
Golda. It's always
Wait,
on your shoulders.
I'm sensing a dark wave, a destiny dark wave.
And no, Golda. Jesus clearly isn't here.
Supposed to roll destiny points?
Only if you want to provide the group with one light side point.
So I should roll, yeah?
Yes. Well,
Hey!
hey,
Provided them
Mikey,
two light
welcome
side
to the
points.
team.
So you have 2 light side points and 5 dark side points.
So, Mike, really quick, on your character sheet, select your character name and copy it.
Alrighty.
Then hit the edit button in the upper right corner of the sheet.
No, I went with the name that he gave me. We're good.
Oh, you decided to go with that name?
Yeah, it was already there. So I changed on the character sheet.
Ah, okay.
So I don't remember
How do
what the
you
old
say
one was.
that?
Slip.
We call him 2, T-E-W at the end there.
Two slip.
No, we call him Slip.
Two slip. I like slip.
Or a chew.
I like a chew. That was actually my the one I was going to want to make it before was a chew, but it's spelled a little differently. Yeah, a chew.
It was Pak a Chew. I remember the first name was Pak.
So as
Let's see
the
if I can
camera
find it.
pans onto the ship that's flying through hyperspace currently, you see the swirl of the stars in the sky night. We see a new face, helmeted as it is, on the deck. So what does our newest Mandalorian on the crew look like?
Holy
A
shit, where'd he come
tall,
from?
dark, and handsome male.
Mike, your response to that should be he's wearing Mandalorian armor.
Yeah.
What
you're
does
Death
armor
Watch.
look
You don't
like?
think you're-
Corrupt and battered. Don't have a whole lot of money, so I had to scrounge up whatever I could get.
Is there
What
any
what colors are you using?
color scheme you're going for?
Like,
Oh.
I'm red. I mean, red.
Dark green,
Dark
like
green.
swamp green.
I was gonna say it could be pea smell.
This one's from my
So-
uncle. This one's from my mom. This one's from my dad.
And so we shall call him Swamp Thing.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the little
call him
pieces.
Dagobah.
There you go. Hey, Dagobah.
And is there anything we know about this newest Mandalorian member of the crew?
He
Not
talked his
too
way
much.
onto the
He's been
team.
quiet to himself thus far. You're gonna have to get to know him to find out some information. But he's not much of a big talker yet. He's still getting to know y'all.
Mm.
But once he does get to know you, yeah.
And then we won't be able to shut him up.
He, in fact,
That's what I'm
has
hearing.
no picture or bio.
And no picture even. What the heck?
We may need a picture to make you a mini, by the way.
All right. I'll do one up. After this, sometime around, I'll go find a camera somewhere and get a selfie.
Well, I mentioned your
Let's do a
character, but
Google
okay.
search for Green Mandalorian.
That's what I mean. A Mandalorian selfie. Well, we'll pick a picture later.
Oh yeah, if you do a search for Green Mandalorian, there are plenty of pictures to choose from.
Cool.
Okay, so the ship is zooming through hyperspace. You've got the display showing the contract here. Mainly the free gas hyperspace fuel is the one you all are totally looking at. Free hyperspace fuel at over 475 refueling stations. It's totally worth doing anything they're asking for. So who plotted your course to the planet? Yaroww.
Oh, I suppose that's me.
Your client totally gave some coordinates to give you a blue dice, by the way.
Nice. I got a pilot and co-pilot. You ready?
I can co-pilot.
Do you
I
have
just can't
better than 4
astrogation.
green? Do you have better than 4 green astrogation?
In astrogation.
No, that's why I said I can't astrogation, but I can pilot.
Well, that's part of co-piloting.
If you want me to pilot, I've got 5 green.
No.
Eh.
That's okay. All right, ready for the roll?
Yep, the pool is ready.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a good one.
And here I was going to
They
use
didn't
dark
give-
side, and good thing I didn't.
They didn't give very good coordinates, obviously.
Yeah, but I don't appreciate you flying us through the black hole, please.
Okay,
This
so
is why I said we should talk to them.
Well, this is you plotted the course to hurry up and go to get ahead of the things, which is good because you want to get to the crash site early, so you didn't want to waste time talking, which I appreciated. But while you're traveling through hyperspace, you got Dizo set you guys a sweet ass course. What would you like for that 2 advantage you got there in that roll?
Give a blue to Mike when he negotiates the contract.
How would an astrogation check help that?
I was gonna say I don't know how that's gonna help, especially if we're running
He was
slow.
so distracted by giving tips to the new guy. That's why he failed his astrogation roll.
I mean, anybody have any additional business we need to conduct on a stop on the way?
Hit QT on the way.
All right. Up blue to my next piloting and/or astrogation check.
Okay.
Andor is a different show.
Star Wars jokes. Ba-dum-bum.
Trippy.
Okay, so does somebody want to pull the client up on the line while you're taking this 6-hour trip through hyperspace?
I'm giving you time to talk, plenty of time. It was on
Yeah, there you
purpose.
Yeah.
I think Mike should do it. I believe Mike actually has talkie skills.
Yep, I believe that's where I'm here for. What I'm here for.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd like to ring up our client, or
Okay, you bring up their private channel as you see this circular table. It looks like a bunch of Sulistan CEOs, except they all have like dirt on their hands and gloves and faces because they're actual working CEOs of their mining corporation. As the camera comes up, as they're all yelling at each other, giving you're not getting the audio yet, but you're getting the hand signs as they're yelling at each other, and then all of a sudden, the older Sulistan in the middle slams his big work glove on the table, and you see this poof of dust, and everybody shuts up and looks at him, and he points to the view screen, and he hits the button on his desk, and the audio kicks on.
well, I hope I didn't interrupt anything.
Now,
How y'all doing today?
Are you showing video of you guys' bridge or no?
For now, we're just going to start with audio unless they ask.
Okay. We are
I'm just
doing
here to
not
chat.
the best. I take it you are the bounty hunters that we've hired.
This is correct.
Excellent. Did you get the information you needed?
Not all the information. My buddy has some questions for you.
Questions are good. Questions are a sign of intelligence. We need intelligent bounty hunters to retrieve the items.
You got not only intelligence, but you got some brawn. So, Mr. Gunther, or whatever your name is, what were the questions we had for them?
How large is this fuel cell that we're looking to transport and recover? And it is volatile, but is it? Are there any exposure risks?
I also would like to add on to those questions about the survivors that we're supposed to take, and especially a witness. So I'd like to some more details from them on to what exactly they're asking of us. Because in the 75 credits and 7,500 credits is not a whole lot for all these tasks they're asking of us.
And then immediately, since you shotgunned all those questions, you get like 8 different people throwing things all at once back at you. And the obvious old guy in charge looks around and he's just letting everybody throw all the answers at you all at once in this cacophony of talking over each other. Until
Yeah,
finally
no, one person, please.
he slams his other hand down and you see another poof of dust as he says, This is not how you conduct business. First, the fuel cell. The cell, and he sends you a instant little download that shows a little loading bar on your screen, is reinforced to survive kinetic damage, but is known for being very susceptible to blaster gas ignition. And you see this very large, it looks like it's maybe 8 foot long by 3 foot wide and about a foot thick. And it's a very flexible looking, it almost looks like a body bag with bands of metal wrapped around it. It is a liquid fuel cell. It is flexible in most situations and can be thrown over your back and carried. However, and you see this picture of Sulistan running over to like an obsidian black cavern with red lights, and he puts one down and takes a blaster pistol, runs behind cover and shoots the pistol about 2 feet near it, just shy. And when the blaster bolt hits the rocks and blows up, the cell explodes and blows up the camera that's next to it. As you can see, it is very unstable when exposed to blaster gas detonations.
Not it.
So, if we put it into another container, would it be safe?
I'm sure if it's a sealed container.
Yeah.
It is in fact a sealed container, so if you put it in another container, it will be double contained. And he looks at his other gentleman and he shakes his head saying, double contained is double the safety, right? And everybody shakes their head, yes, that sounds completely logical.
Yeah. That's probably fine.
So it's a single person carried item. It's not like large capacity then.
The container is in fact meant to be carried by 2 trained technicians. And it shows, he hits a button and it shows 2 Sulistans in bomb suits carrying it on each end.
And we only need to pick up the one container?
According to our information, the one container would be the only one that would have survived the assault on the craft.
So there's one and only.
We know for a fact some of the Marauders' weapons fire detonated one of the 3 containers, and we can only assume the one that still is transmitting a signal is the only one that is still sufficiently intact.
So what is the safe range for blaster fire from the container?
Well, and he kind of looks at everybody and he says, the safest range for blaster fire is nowhere near the container. And all of these Sulistans start nodding their head and looking back and forth like genius scientists, yes, no blaster fire.
Well, that's cool. My weapon's safe.
I would like to nominate myself to not be the one to carry the package.
Oh, I already called not it.
I'll carry it.
So
I'll help. I can't shoot worth shit anyway, so. We'll come across that bridge when we get to it. When we burn it. So also some of the other tasks that we had, can we get some information about that as well so we're a little more informed?
Yes. There was many questions. I believe
I
there
know.
was
We only have so much time, my friend. We're almost about to land.
Well,
we got several hours.
I was going to say, I hope
We're almost about to land.
He does not know that.
It's a 6-hour trip to get where you need to go.
He doesn't know that.
I know. I'm just looking at him like, seriously?
As he says, survivors, we are hoping some of the corporation's members survived the crash, and though we have one recording, and he hits a button, and you see this little audio file playing of a survivor saying,
Help me, Obi-Wan
Superintendent,
Kenobi.
I survived the crash, along with at least 4 of our fellow employees. The raiders are scanning for our ship now. Please hurry and rescue us. We don't know how long we can stay hidden from them. And then all of a sudden the communication cuts dead off. So of course,
That's
as
probably
a responsible corporation, we are willing to pay handsomely for rescuing our survivors. For each of our employees, and he kind of looks over, obviously, the lost control guy who holds up some fingers, and he says, we can offer a reward of 2,000 credits for each survivor.
I got no complaints.
Is
Anything
that
else?
sufficient?
Anyone want me to negotiate, or y'all good?
I mean, how confident are you in your ability to negotiate?
I want to save that one for the end. See what else we have to say, because we also have to capture a witness. So let's hold off on the negotiation. Because I want to know more about this witness as well, and what they're going to pay for that.
As immediately when you mention witness, he says, yes, we would like one of these nefarious marauders captured. I don't care who, but as long as they can be dragged before the inquiry and forced to confess their crimes.
Okay.
That's going to pay us pretty well, too?
Well, the more helpful the witness, the more credits we can offer. And he kind of looks both ways, and he looks down at the loss prevention guy, and the guy sticks up a little less fingers, and he says, we will offer you 800 credits for the witness. If he is more valuable, we will offer you exponentially more. I mean, if you capture the leader of these marauders, he would be worth at least, and he looks back over there, and they hold a placard up so you can't see the number of fingers being shown. We will offer you 3,000 credits if it is in fact the leader of the organization.
So, Mike, I would like to remind you, just because you're new to this, but you have 2 ranks in Disarming Smile, and you can use that during every encounter. It's not just a once per game thing. So if you did want to try to charm him, you could make use of that.
And I do. I'm just curious to how I want to charm him, and I really not thrilled with I'm only getting 800 credits for a witness that's against the other side versus $2,000 for a survivor. I mean, survivor's easy. They'll follow us, but witness, I got to drag just like we have to do the fuel. That one's gonna probably should, but yeah, we'll negotiate. So I would like to do some, and I'll see what the rest of y'all think about negotiating. But yeah, I would like to try to charm them and see what more we can get out.
Trying for the charm. So what do I need to do to your dice pool?
Charm, I got 2 yellows and 3 greens, minus 1 black.
And read to him what Disarming Smile does.
We'll do 1 moment. Disarming Smile. The character can take Disarming Smile action to make a opposed charm check against one target within short range. So I guess
I'll give it to you. You're communicating with him over the communicator. That's in short range.
All right, and then all right, very good. I'll take that. If he succeeds, decrease the target's defense, melee range by a number equal to the ranks. Disarming, that doesn't sound like it's really going to help us. Target's defense, melee ranged. I mean, we're negotiating.
It's the Han Solo smile before you shoot him.
I'd rather go with Natural Charmer. No, I lied. Nope. See what else I got.
Oh yeah, Natural Charmer only comes into play if you fail the rule.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. I just realized that. Can I go for a Smooth Talker? My character requires it. Nope. Well, I'll give a Disarming Smile a chance. I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Well, that's
So,
the
yeah,
combat one, right?
Disarming
so, yeah.
smile is a charm versus. It doesn't say what it's versus, but it's an
Target's
opposed.
defense.
Yeah, if it's for lowering their defense, it's so that way you can take a cheap shot before they got their guard up.
Oh yeah, okay, my bad. Yep.
I don't think you want to shoot the client over the HoloNet. The dashboard can't
Yeah,
take it.
exactly. I did not see how that's.
That might
Did
not be
you-
the negotiation we want.
Mike, did we
Well,
get you
How
congenial?
about dedication?
No, your
Uh,
dedication does not apply.
That's passive. Yeah.
Did we get you congenial?
No.
Really? Are you sure? That seems like a good one that I would have picked for you.
So then, are you
Starts with
going
a
with
K.
charming or negotiation straight off the bat?
Let me see what negotiation. Ooh. Nah, I kind of want to charm him.
Okay, so
What
you're
do you
gonna
get
give the client the schmooze while you're doing this
Yeah,
question.
I want them to feel comfortable with us. I want to negotiate and think we'll deal with the negotiations at the end when we need to negotiate
Nothing's
what
cooler
we're
than a
not taking care of.
Mandalorian that you know is smiling at you because he's tilting his helmeted head and giving you buddy.
He's
Jesus
making
looks.
friends.
And not killing them over the whole thing.
He's making friends.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your charm. And don't forget,
He's
you
Roll
do
the
life
charm.
got
points.
his helmet just enough to show his mouth. How creepy would that be?
Okay, so you're trying to be charming on this audio-only transmission while the entire board of directors are facing the camera and they're just seeing a faceless screen. And they're just like, one guy totally comments, "I do not feel safe in negotiating with a blank screen. These could be Jawas we're talking to right now. Jawas! Remember that one time on Tatooine?" And they're like, shh. As they're like, "Listen, I hired the crew of competent Mandalorians. Is this not the truth?"
Well, this is the truth. Do you wish to see our faces? I can turn on video.
No.
What would you
We
I
like?
mean,
never
maybe they
show
can
our
see your
faces.
face.
Oh, I said, sorry.
Not the
We
face,
show
Well,
masks.
the helmet.
Helmets, yeah.
I mean,
You might
We can show our helmets.
see Mandalorian, so.
Yeah.
you might be a
Well, at
part of
least
the
we're not
heritage.
Jawas.
Yeah.
Unless we're
You might
Jawas
be a
in
heritage,
Mandalorian outfits.
so
Yeah, it could be.
I can. That is something I would pay cash money. Are you like with the Corbin Dallas field of negotiation? Like, what happened?
Lilu Dallas.
What
moving
happened is
feedback.
it's gonna be one of those nights with the dice. Jesus.
Well, we've already down because we have no light side to work with, but like one.
No,
Yep.
you got two.
We got two. Oh
You
my
got
gosh.
two. You're on the board.
Amazing.
Okay. So
Okay.
negotiation failed.
Okay,
Yep.
so he basically looks at you and says, "You had more questions. Is this not right? You received the coordinates we provided you, correct?"
Yep.
And those are the correct coordinates.
"How long will you take to arrive on location? In case we receive more communications from our people."
It'll take us X amount of days
Hours.
because we do not know. No, we're gonna take days because we're about to get lost.
Oh, that's true.
Sadly, your navigator does not know he in fact punched in the wrong coordinates, so he thinks 6 hours.
Correct.
Should be.
All right, 6 hours. Tell him 6 hours, Mikey.
Excellent.
6 hours. We'll be 6 hours out.
We will let our members know that rescue should be coming imminently in 6 standard solar hours. Excellent.
Yep.
That is faster than even any of our crews could be there on location.
Yeah.
All right.
If it
We are
helps,
just
That's why you pay us the good
good.
money.
our slicers have indicated that Yarrow 4 is a very arid desert planet, which should be good for the fuel. It should make sure that there should be no combustible gases to set the fuel off, as it is a hot and arid, dry place with no moisture, no gas. Very good for this.
Okay.
Really
Right.
good. Well, I hope you give us a good bonus for a swifty return. We shall promise to bring everything back that you asked for. Is there anything else you need of us?
And then his vice president, she smacks him in the shoulder and she starts doing a hand gesture and mouthing something she's not saying out loud. And he says, yes, that is correct. If you find Captain Jorah, we believe he is the captain of the Marauders. If you have proof of his death, or if you can capture him alive, because like we said earlier, we would like to have him interrogated, that would be even more to the better. We will provide you a 2,000 credit bonus. So
Wait,
if you are
They
forced to,
just did 3,000 last time for the
Yeah.
for the captain.
well, no, that's if you bring him in alive. If you bring him
Yeah.
in dead,
If he's dead,
he's worth
we get
2,000.
2K.
Okay.
So you could bring
Dead
him
or
in
alive.
dead,
Just
and then another
alive
person.
is more.
Do I get a bonus? Do we get a bonus if we bring him suffering? Like a limb rust or something? We'll talk about that later.
I like the way you negotiate, Mandalorian. So do me a favor, and would you like to use that advantage for a blue on your negotiation roll?
Sure.
Okay. So go ahead and give me your negotiation roll.
One
And
negotiation roll.
I'll be open and
Good.
honest with you that his discipline is the same as you rolled against last time.
Well, we'll see. Time for a good roll. Coming in.
So you're not gonna flip a light side
Oh.
for some extra goodness.
I did not know I could do that, so y'all gotta help me out here.
You did fine.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nice.
So for your one success, more successes would have been great. I'm just gonna say.
Well, of course they would.
They will actually increase the offer by 5% because they like the fact that you're on the ball. You have jumped into action to go rescue them. They completely appreciate this, and they are willing to pay you a 5% bonus.
Take what we can get. I tell them thank you. And what else?
All right.
Now the question
I guess
is,
it's time for us to go.
what else would you like for those advantages? You got 5 advantages.
And I
I'd
have
like
no
for us
clue
to
how
not
to
get
use them.
lost.
Unfortunately, I did not negotiate.
I would like the
better route.
opportunity to
I can negotiate the
re-roll
proper
the
coordinates.
negotiation.
So
I
I
mean,
would
the
love to
suggestions
see.
aren't bad.
I would love to see 3 of those get used to have them supply us with a hermetically sealed container that we can put the fuel cell into.
Well, that means detouring to get that.
No, they could, dispatch it to the planet for us.
You mean
They
the
said they
planet where
can't
their
get there
last
quick enough.
dispatch ship got jumped by pirates and blown up?
Yeah, well, that's why
We'll
we're
ju-
spending 3 and not 2.
We'll just get a rope and tie it outside the ship and drag it with us, along with the captain.
I mean, 5 advantages is a lot.
You guys need to help me with this one. I get new to the game. So open for
Do you have any
suggestions.
suggestions, Jim?
I mean, I've got a really good suggestion for 3, but I don't want to tell you until you say, yeah, go for it. But the boons one is really nice. So you could basically, they're not going to give you extra cash besides the 5% bonus, but you can actually ask for things like engine
For
upgrades.
services and stuff like that, yeah.
Y'all gotta help me out
So-
here.
That advantage that Jim's bringing up, unrelated boons. So like how at the beginning of this, Mikey,
Yep.
we said that from how we did last round, our last game, that the Black Sun helped us and we got Black Sun Direct instead of Amazon Direct.
Yeah.
That is something that you can negotiate now for us to have in the future. And it says regardless of failed or extra concessions if failed or extra perks if passed. So that's something that you can ask for.
All right. Is that something we should ask for?
Mobile refueling services, instead of you having to go there to refuel, they come to you? That's
I
totally
thought that was
okay.
already part of it.
No, it was this is a different group offering a different service. The Black Sun don't offer refueling services.
Gotcha. Thought I
That's
read
too
something.
mundane.
These guys are offering you refueling services, but you have to go to the gas station. The boon would be they actually come to you and like Air Force refueling, while your plane is flying, they come up and tag on and fill you up in space as opposed to having you have to go stop somewhere.
Or
given-
or potential ship upgrades, though we have 3 hard points. We haven't, I don't think, done anything. So not that I have.
Given we
on
might be
record.
taking this scenic route, fueling might not be a bad idea.
So yeah, we retain the right to use them for any shipping services,
Yeah.
ship-related services,
I like that. Ship-related services.
vehicle-related purposes.
They are A-okay for that for 3 advantages, which means you still have 2 to spend.
Maybe add them to your next astrogation roll.
So for two advantage, you could give a specific person a blue to their next roll. And
Alrighty.
so,
I like that idea. Also, could I use an advantage for when we land? Maybe we kind of find a nice little quiet landing spot without any craziness, or is that
Unfortunately, I can't
I-
use it for your negotiation roll. It's got to be something
Gotcha.
that's plausible. But if you want to use those 2 advantages to give your astrogation person a bonus by
Love
saying
it.
during the negotiation, you say, "We got the coordinates. Bring up that galactic map one more time," and you look at your navigator to take a quick look at the map, make sure we're going the right place.
Yeah. That's exactly what.
It might make it 12 hours instead of 2 days.
right?
We
Yeah,
are
we are
12
6
hours. We're already 12 hours. Not
Oh
2
my God!
days.
Take a left at Copernicus.
Jeez.
Okay, and the president is very happy. He gives you the private channel that his manager contacted them on. So that way, if you get to the planet, you might be able to reach him if you have long-range communications and you're on the planet, or short-range and you're in the vicinity. So you have the private communications channel for Sub-Supervisor Torak.
Cool.
And he is not to be told how much you're being paid for this rescue. That's actually
We don't
specifically
know.
listed on the contract.
Yeah, it's not good to talk about monies anyways, so.
But that's something only dealt with the client itself.
Yep.
And of course, they at the end of the conversation, they send you a little data packet of here's where we want you to take the fuel, which is not too far away. It's only 2 systems over, so it's literally like an hour hop, skip, and a jump in hyperspace.
Nice.
And from Yarrow 4 to there, they've already got the coordinates done, so you just type in the numbers and go. Unless you suspect something shady with those coordinates.
Of course not.
Okay, so anything else during your communication? Or you're just gonna, end of line.
All right, let's
That's
get on it,
wrong
guys.
franchise, Jim.
I don't waste any more of their time. You guys got anything?
Nope.
I do not.
Well, then yeah, don't want to waste their time. Let them get back to them arguing and whatever they're doing over yonder.
Okay, so
They're doing big business stuff.
whip out the screen so you guys have some quiet time to yourselves. You totally look over at Dizo, and he hand gestures you 5 hours and 45 minutes for the hyperspace. Anything in particular you guys are doing before we pop out of hyperspace? Because it's Star Wars. It's all about the screen swipes.
All right.
Nothing on my side.
I'm just
Silence?
polishing my pistol
Okay.
blaster.
We get a screen swipe to you guys getting your kits all ready to you get that boop 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 telling you you're almost ready to come out of hyperspace. Dizo, are you coming out of hyperspace exactly at the coordinates you punched in?
Right. Exactly.
You feel the deacceleration of the ship as it pops out of hyperspace. There should be a big brown ball of sand in front of you, and you notice there's a cluster of asteroid fields. Looks like 3 distinctly different colored asteroid fields with some yellow lights blinking on many of the rocks. And as soon as you come out of hyperspace and your radio crackles to life, you get the "This is the Mining Guild 409 unit. What are you doing in our mining claim?" And a little packet comes along with the exact location and space of "You are here," and it shows the boundary of the mining guild claim to this asteroid field.
I love the "You are here" sign.
Per Mining Guild Charter 479.3363. If you are not in immediate distress, you will be fined 200 credits for every hour you maintain in our facility. Please
we got 59 minutes left.
vacate the area immediately.
Yeah, let them know we came here on we had an error in our astrogation, and we will leave as quickly as possible.
Can we ask for directions?
Or apologize for disturbing you.
There's no reason you couldn't.
But I'm not talking to him. I'm just re-punching coordinates and reconfirming everything.
Slowly.
So you know where we're going this time, right?
Turn the ship.
Obviously, the first coordinates were wrong, so I'm punching in the new ones, making sure they're all right.
Okay.
I hope we're not too far off track.
I do have that extra blue, plus the blue from your clients.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna use that light side point this time. Okay,
Might as
got
well.
your upgrade in there.
Might as well. Ready?
Yep. As you do some
There we
quick
go.
astrogation, and you realize, oh, I pooched it. I took a left turn at Albuquerque. And you're gonna adjust the coordinates to the proper location. And oof, wow, really, I roll a d10 and it maxes out. And you realize it's going to be 10 hours to get to your location.
With 4 stars? Come on.
Do you want
Right?
to use the 4 stars to, say, reduce the time spent? Or would you like to get a
Yes.
better target on the location? I mean, I'd use it for time spent.
Yeah, no, I'm reducing time spent. And I'm like, yeah, we detoured so nobody knew exactly where we're going. It's all part of the ploy.
Okay, as you're pulling out your little star map, you're just like, I can beat 10 hours. I can cut some time off here. Let's go through that black hole right there. And with those 4 successes, you cut it down to 2.5 hours.
Hmm.
Far better than almost half a day. As you punch in the coordinates, and I'm assuming you're getting the hell out of here before the 2 yellow painted
I'm not
mining
responding.
guild ships are coming towards you to find out what the hell you guys are doing there.
Yep. Yeah, before they get a chance to get a read on anything.
We're out.
As you pop into hyperspace, in classic Star Wars comedic fashion, the 2 yellow painted Republic retired fighters come flying up, and these 2 Mon Calamari shake their fists at you and says, "Get out of our mining field, you kids!"
I open fire on them.
Probably one of the people missing their spears, I'm guessing.
Hey, I stole that fair and square. You need to be quiet.
So after, almost 3 hours, you get the broop, 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 and you throttle back the hyperspace just on, on the dot. And you're a good distance out from the planet Yarrow 4. It's this big, beautiful, slightly larger than Earth-shaped planet that looks like it's all tan, light brown, and white. You don't see any sign of an ocean on this planet whatsoever. It just has frozen caps on the north and south, and then it's got serpentine stone mountains going around the planet. But it's mostly dirt.
Okay. And during the flight time, I'm doing some systems checks because obviously there's some problems with the ship's astrogation and engine slowed down the trip. So I'm fine tuning everything.
Okay, go ahead and give me a deception check.
You put the key, you keyed the codes in wrong, didn't you? I told you to double check.
Let's see. I think I actually have an okay deception.
I mean, sometimes it's just nice to make multiple stops, so in case someone's pursuing you, there's no way that they could follow you. Not that in Star Wars anyone can track anyone in hyperspace.
Yep. Are you ready?
That's the whole point of hyperspace. Yep.
Hey!
You're playing it off that, hey, something must... You pull out the cartridge, you blow on it through your helmet, put the cartridge back.
Come on. I'm a mechanic hand. I got a little blower in my hand, a little pump. Yeah. So I spend the time. Yep, something's wrong. Tuning up to everything. That way we don't have this problem again.
And as you look through the viewfinder, you see this giant desert planet. It does have 3 moons. One looks to be this frozen lump that may have been towed into orbit at one point and just kind of has this very elliptical orbit. Another one looks like it's been blown to shit. It's got chunks blasted out of it. Maybe it's taken impacts. Maybe it's been mined. And then the third one actually looks like it has a hint of an atmosphere. It's got that proto-atmosphere starting. And it has some green on it, but does not look like forest. It looks more like, mold. Early terraforming.
And Jim, I am manning the top turret.
Okay. Is anybody doing anything else now that you're staring at this beautiful dust ball?
I'll mend the other turret.
Okay, as both your turrets are swiveling around looking at things.
And bringing up shields.
Better prepared.
Okay, you pull up the shields.
We know there are raiders in the system, so...
Yep.
Scanning the planet for life signs.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and give me a computers check.
Okay.
I was hoping somebody would scan the planet.
I mean, I'm not good at it, but why not? Hey, I'm good enough.
But it's a planet that has very little life signs, and yet you're like smacking the console saying, come on, give me what you got. And the console immediately pops off with all this goodness that you know for a fact, according to the life sign sensors, life on this planet is very sparse. It's a very arid, dry, lifeless planet. There are 3 colonies. All 3 are on the equator of the planet. And they're all spread out on different, like if you split the planet in 3s, each one is on a third, far away from their neighbors. And with the 4 successes on your really great roll, you notice that there is in fact a cluster of about 20 life forms off to the southwest of the nearest colony that's facing where you guys are orbiting over the planet.
Off to the what again?
Off to the north, to the southwest.
North. To the southwest.
Yeah, it's by hundreds and hundreds of miles. But you're totally picking up what with 4 successes, what looks like a ship crash site. Talk about getting enough successes to save yourself some work.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I pointed out to the team.
You're just like pointing on the 1980s style graphic map that comes up, and you're like, crash site.
Ooh, look.
And while
Nice.
you're doing that, since you're scanning the planet, you're pushing like all that scanning power onto the planet. Would one of my gunners in the turret give me a perception check?
Kelly, what's your perception? Because mine sucks. It's 2 green.
I have yellow, 1 yellow and 2 green, so I'll go.
All
ahead
you.
and-
She sees things and shoots things.
Ooh.
Apparently, I don't see shit.
You're looking off in the vastness of space, and it looks like sparkle, and hey, that moon's pretty. What would you like for those 2 advantages?
I'm gonna give the next 2 people to go blue.
And how does your perception check do that?
I'm like,
Can she tell you when she
Keep
knows
an
what they're
eye
gonna
out.
do?
yeah.
She saw something interesting in an area, called it out. Somebody else looked and happened to be what the other person might see in that area that she missed.
So you guys
Because she
have
pointed out an area that was sparkly.
you have coordinates. you clearly see on the map, where it's there. There does seem to be some bad weather nearby, but it's not too much of a problem. I mean, shouldn't be any big deal. So what are you guys gonna do? Is your gunners are swiveling around looking at the pretty moons and the blackness of space, and then the dirtball planet. Yay! It's got like 2 hurricanes traveling around it, one in the north and one in the south. Good to know.
No.
I'd say let's land the ship and get shit over with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Park us somewhere away from a hurricane.
Park us somewhere close to the
Yeah, that too.
crash
That's nowhere
ship.
fine. Yeah. I don't want to land right on top of it, but yeah, near it.
Okay,
Near
so
enough,
how
yeah.
far away from the ship are you wanting to land?
Far
I mean,
enough that
I'm
they
not-
don't notice us.
I'm not lugging the cargo, so I don't care. But you might want to ask those who are going to be carrying it whether or not they're comfortable carrying it kilometers.
Is it possible for the ship to come pick us up after we finish the mission and just drop the cargo while we're in delivery? I mean, you
As
come
long
pick up
as
the ship, come meet
somebody's
the other
willing
one,
to
and
walk
then
to the ship, yeah.
Yeah, that would
In a-
require leaving somebody behind.
Send
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
to walk through the desert
well,
to
in
get your
theory,
ship.
there's no one else behind but us.
Yeah, I don't
get a
have
job,
the I don't have the ship remote piloting
Feature.
add to it.
The-
That might
the-
be something to add later, but
the summoning
don't have it now.
circuit is great. Ship, come to me.
Yes.
Through the desert on a ship with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
Yeah, well, they're always out of the rain because there isn't any.
Nope.
So roughly,
The
how
ship
far
hasn't-
away from the crash site do you want to park? I mean, if you come down within a
quick.
mile of it, you will be seen if anyone's looking up in the sky.
Are there any craters or any mountains we can kind of park behind as well?
Oh, no,
Something
Sand
that
dune.
will
climb
allow you.
There are rocky. I wouldn't call it a mountain in any way. More like we call a mountain. But there's some rocky outcroppings that if someone's willing to risk banging the ship into a rocky outcropping to use it as cover, you could totally do a beggar's canyon to get there, get closer and hide one canyon over kind of thing.
I ain't piloting the ship, so I don't know our skill there. Pilot,
I
let's
don't
see
know
all
that
you.
we need that. Looking for an open, somewhat distant, but open enough space that we can see the ship from a distance
Okay.
and observe the ship from each ship, so we can tell if somebody's getting hanky trying to get to our ship, because I do want to make sure nobody trying to get on the ship or play with the ship.
So you want to park your ship with an eye shot of the crash site?
Yeah,
Okay.
but far enough away that we're not in blaster fire coming out of the ship or anything like that.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
basically like extreme range, so that way you're close enough to
Mhm.
see it on the less than curve of the Earth. But
Yeah.
okay. Go ahead and give me your planetary piloting check.
planetary.
I mean, sorry,
It's a spaceship.
space. Yep, your space.
I was gonna say.
As you hit the gas, tell everybody to be ready, and you're pushing right into the atmosphere.
All right. Well, hold on, everybody. This character, we haven't done a bunch of landing rolls, but I did have one that he made amazing other piloting rolls, but his landings were never successful. So
He
let's
was
see
great
what we
at
get.
everything but landing.
Yeah,
I
That's
braced
it.
for impact.
it was bad. All right, here we go.
Hey!
Look at that shit.
The ship takes one system strain as you find this beautiful. I mean, I will even give you with 5 successes. You do a flyover on the crash site. I mean, since you're not being clandestine about it, you might as well do a flyover and look at the place.
Yeah.
As you totally do
Hopefully
a
it'll run
flyover
away.
of the crash site, you see where the ship seems to have mostly come down as it's got a few smoldering bits of smoke that have almost burned themselves out.
Okay.
While we're doing a flyover, can we take a gander of ingresses and egresses if there's more than one to come and go from the ship? Kind of notice escape route if we make.
Are we talking
Looks
about
like there's a part of a lot of
eyeballing
places
it, or?
to egress.
Right.
There used to
Okay,
just
not
be
the
a
whole.
couple, but now there's a whole bunch.
As you're flying over, go ahead and someone give me a perception check. And don't forget, if
Maybe
you have
identify
Mandalorian
bodies.
gear, shouldn't you be taking out a black in perception?
Yeah.
Say that sentence one more time.
With your
Thinking
Mandalorian
about-
gear, when you do perception checks, shouldn't you have -1 BLK on your perception skill?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
I was saying
I
that
don't
to
think-
Kelly because I noticed it didn't take the black dice out of her perception check.
Yeah,
That goes for all
enhanced
of us?
optics suite. Yeah, the enhanced
That's right.
optics suite that you should have, which removes up to 2 black, added to all perception and vigilance and combat checks due to darkness, smoke, or other environmental effects, obscure vision.
Okay,
Yeah, one
so then
skill.
in next to what I put the negative
And one-
B, right?
Negative BLK.
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 Yeah, and it's 2 up to 2. So, and then also
I have one. What makes it two?
and 1 skill vigilance mod. So you actually got a yellow in vigilance due to that.
Okay, repeat that last part. I was updating the.
It's also a skill mod, so you should have a 1 upgrade to yellow. If you don't,
So then, if I already have 1 yellow in perception, I should have 2.
No.
vigilance.
Vigilance.
Oh,
You should have
vigilance.
1 additional yellow if you don't already.
No, I have 2 yellows in vigilance.
So it adds a green, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should have an extra green.
Basically, you would just add an extra rank to your skill. It's the easiest way to
Rank
do it in
to it,
character
yeah.
sheet.
I just did that.
Yep.
So I believe you're the most percepty of the group. So go ahead and roll your perception.
I'm not
I
sure
am-
that's.
I'm the most perceptive?
I think I am.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
Can
the
I ask
most
a question
perceptive
before
of
we
the
roll?
Gunner.
Can I ask
Go
a
ahead.
question before we roll?
Go ahead.
I added 1 rank and it turned my green into a yellow. Is that what it was supposed to do?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That's exactly.
Okay, great. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure.
No
Like,
problem.
I want to make sure I did the right thing.
Yep.
I don't want to cheat more than I already do.
Yeah.
I want to be very clear on my cheating. Don't do it on
Inside
accident.
voice.
You're not
Inside
recording this, right?
If you're gonna cheat,
Like,
own that
it has
cheat.
to be intentional, not accidental.
That's right.
So whoever's gonna give me a perception check, give me a perception check.
Jeff, that sounds like you.
As you're
Yeah, sounds
flying
like-
by and looking out the window. Oh, don't
somebody
roll yet.
wants a
Don't roll
little extra
yet.
help. Yeah, maybe you see some of the bandits if they're there.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't forget that I gave you a blue.
Oh yeah.
Or survivors.
So your pool
Jim, is my
is
pool ready?
Your pool
Okay.
is ready.
Hey,
Okay. So as you fly over, you clearly see that the ship here didn't have a good landing whatsoever. It did not clip either one of the rocks on the formation here, because here's the back end of the ship, here's the front end of the ship. It looks like the ship fell out of the sky.
Hate
And
when
when
that
it
happens.
did,
Yeah.
it broke open into multiple pieces. You know, we've got one of the engines over here. That's one of the sources of smoke. You do
Oh, no.
notice with your 2 successes that there are cargo containers spilled out in the chasm where the tail end and the front end have been ripped apart. And those capsules look like they've been gone through. I'll even say you could see in the sand that there's, multiple footprints of a small group moving all around the wreckage of the ship. There's literally an opening here and an opening here. And there's, part of the cargo pod over here's been, gone through.
Exits here, and here.
There are multiple, as you would put it, egresses in and out of the ship.
Yeah.
And you did
I will-
even notice there's a actual hatch on the ship that would normally be used for boarding and disembarking, and the hatch seems to have been blown open, like somebody did the explosive bolts and inflate the inflatable slide to get out of the ship as well.
Okay.
When they
I'll
could have
be
just
waiting
walked out
out.
the back.
I'll be pointing all of that out as I notice it. For my advantage, I like that the suggestion recall additional information associated with object noted. So if there's any additional information.
I will give you one of the cargo containers you see that's open down there is got like some off-gassing coming from inside the open compartment because it's got like a cooling system that looks like fog on this hot, dry planet because it's the only moisture in the area. You clearly see the cargo unit that was probably holding it is sitting right there because you recalled it from the earlier video when you saw the product test of this thing, that it would, just like your friend suggested putting the container in a container, this looks like the container that the container is put in normally by these guys. And it is wide open and 100% intact. It almost looks like purposely placed out there.
Again, pointing this out, and yes, about the rather sus nature of that. It's a trap.
Trap.
Well,
And
I have a new weapon
Well,
for that.
And since
That
you
means we don't have to go looking for them.
2 advantages, I will give you. You saw a flash of motion in this little cave here. You saw something move down there. You're not quite sure what it is. If it was a survivor, marauder, wasn't a crate dragon. It was something small and human-sized.
I will point that out too.
It was smaller than
See,
a
what
crate
they don't
dragon.
realize-
Than a Jawa.
What they don't realize is it's a reverse trap. They've set a trap for themselves when they think that they've set the trap for us, and they show up and go, "Oh shit, Mandos."
I kind of like that idea.
So, Dave, where are you parking us? South, north? East, west.
Probably to the north because that looks more open. Because basically, I want it open desert. So if there's any movement, I'm going to see dust and stuff in plenty of time to identify movement towards the ship.
So the ship is to the north. Okay? You beautifully park it down with it just taking 1 point of strain from the dust. Why did it have to be sand?
Right?
You
It's
guys
terrible on
get
the
your
engines.
gear together. You lower the ramp. I'm assuming you security lock the ship.
Yes, indeedy.
We do have LoJack, right?
That
Not
is
quite, but
actually a thing in Star Wars, by the way.
yeah.
Okay.
I think
So
we've
Right.
saved up a pretty good chunk of change. We should look into upgrading the ship.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've
well,
been
we got
throwing
3 hard
credits
points.
at you to do just that.
Yep.
I mean,
there's
Yeah, autopilot would be nicer. The valet service.
it is a nice add-on. Yeah, the ship has 20,760, so
Okay, so as you guys are, and you parked a mile away.
well, like I said, extreme-ish range, but where it's open, flat, and we can definitely observe interruptions to the terrain, yada yada, around the ship
Okay.
for
Let's go for a
quite some
kilometer away.
distance.
A little closer. Just a kilometer.
So a mile or a kilometer?
Kilometer.
Kilometer.
Okay. That's a much easier hike than a mile hike in the desert. So you immediately you're so glad you picked a flat-ish area. Then you realize that these are sand dunes. Even though you parked at a crest, you go down and then up, down and then up. So you lose sight, except you see the very tip of the wreckage ahead. Then you get up on the hill and you get a really good view of it. As you guys are heading that direction, what's your question?
The jetpack. How long can they go for?
Until your piloting check rolls a despair or 3 threat.
Okay, so I mean fuel wise.
I mean, if you guys want to immediately jetpack that direction instead of hiking, that will totally save you a resilience check.
We could jetpack closer, but of course then there's the sound.
Well, I mean,
We can jetpack most of the way.
You did do a flyby. I mean,
yeah, they know we're coming.
It's a secret.
Okay.
We're not stealthing.
So if you guys want to jetpack, you can get there really quick.
Yeah, and plus they're not going to be expecting that.
Except a kilometer by jetpack isn't going to take long at all.
There's only one problem with that, guys. One of us doesn't have a jetpack.
I'll catch up.
You didn't give him a jetpack?
You failed.
He had starting cash. He couldn't afford one.
Can I buy it for him?
I didn't buy it for him. Hell no.
You didn't.
Jetpack ahead. I'll catch up shortly.
That's just dirty. That would have been his first paycheck as a jetpack. We pay you in free room and board and jetpack. Okay.
I mean, if the GM wants to give him a free jetpack,
it didn't occur to me that he wouldn't have one.
Yeah, because we'd want him to be on the same,
like to be able to do the maneuvers we do.
We will say
it's
you
only a kilometer away. I can walk it.
So
except
somebody
we're
bought
gonna
you a
get there in
jetpack.
a minute. Yeah, you have a jetpack, dude. Just put it on your sheet.
That was the
I'll take the money out of mine.
That Gunter was supposed to ask if you got, and he never did. See how I throw that back at you?
Yeah.
Boom! Mic drop.
I mean, I would have been like, I would have asked.
Yeah, you shouldn't have started.
Yeah, but he's a new player. He wouldn't have thought to ask for that. Like,
exactly.
He doesn't know.
That's why I'm saying is like he should have started out with a little bit more than, so he could be on par with us.
Yeah, that's why I'm advocating for him to have it.
I
And Jim
too
said
vote
he can have
for
it, so he has it.
Okay.
There you
so,
go.
How do I add it?
So
We'll
we
get it added.
see from the wreckage, the camera gets behind the wreckage facing where you guys' ship is. All of a sudden, we see you guys walking down the first dune, and then you're all like, fuck this. And you all 6 jetpack over the dune and rise into the sky like 6 soaring eagles on your jetpacks. How
Well,
close are
some
you?
of us
Damn
don't
straight.
actually jetpack, but I have something different than a jetpack, but
You got your
similar.
rocket boots.
I jetpack.
I have rocket boots too, but I bought a jetpack.
So we have 5 soaring eagles and 1 albatross.
After the last time. After the last time, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Because I have the Magno rocket boots. I bought the upgraded.
Magnetic boots and rocket boots.
Yeah.
See, I have the
but-
repulsor pack, a little bit different.
That's for falling with style.
No, the repulsor pack allows user to function as a vehicle. Speed 1, handling -1, system strain 2, silhouette same as user. Pack can only travel in atmosphere up to 75 meters in altitude. Operator uses coordination skill for any relevant checks.
Makes you look like what's his name from Dune, where he's floating.
Kind of, yeah. But yeah, it's not a
Baron
big bulky
Harkonnen?
backpack. Kind of. But yeah, it's not the big bulky backpack.
One of y'all should just tie a rope to him and make him move faster.
Well, I mean, it's
Jet
speed
ski.
1. I don't think the packs are any faster than 1.
They're 2.
Are you
That's
guys
fine.
letting him keep up, or are you guys leaving him in the dust?
We're playing this little game where we speed up and we go, come on, come on, come on, come on, and then we slow down and let him catch up. And then we do it again.
I'm not that worried about flying. I'll cover your back. I'm watching the ship.
Okay, so you guys
All right, we're on our way.
Are you gonna land at the ship, before the ship, walking in? What's the plan?
I vote for the hatch on top.
I think we're going to walk it in.
Is anyone gonna want to land on this cliff edge over here that's overlooking everything?
Hold on, I gotta. Okay, let me.
I'm not a sniper, so no.
Because I can't see. I would love to because, I mean, long range is my jam.
Sniper type, probably not a bad idea for Overwatch.
Yeah.
That's totally why I'm throwing. That's what I would do with a sniper rifle, is take the highest position. Or am I giving you bad advice? I don't know. It could be either.
Got a jetpack to fly down to us if there happens to be somebody there. So
Exactly.
And you guys may want to have healed your wounds and strain up, by the way.
I did, yeah.
Let me get rid of it.
We should do
And
that.
do me a favor and land yourself whereabouts you want to land. Talish totally takes the sniper spot up above there. A single pebble rolls down the area. And you do recall that that's a cave. It's a very small opening. to a cave.
Where's the cave?
Right there.
There. Okay, thank you.
A little.
That's totally Talish pointing out the cave, giving the helmet and the eyes, pointing down at the cave.
And you even pronounced my name correctly.
You know, Talish has totally got a grenade going, should I drop it? Should I drop it in the hole?
And why is everybody coming up the engine ass of the ship instead of where the entrances are?
Because that's where
We
the
saw
radiation
movement near the cave.
Because
I
you're not
just
here to
thought-
tell us any better. That's why.
Ooh.
Because you decided to stay behind. That's why. We could have done better if you would have been here to give us some guidance. But no, fine.
Are we missing somebody? It
Yeah,
looks
me.
like we're missing somebody.
Yeah, the
Do
person
we
who
have
didn't
something?
give me a mini for himself. So
I
couldn't-
gave you 2 icons suggestions in the chat channel.
Yeah, I
With,
just don't know how to add them.
Oh, well, just
Oh,
tell me
save
what
them to
you
your-
like, and
Oh, he can take them from there. Yeah.
yeah,
Show 'em
But
which one you
no,
like.
how do I add my image?
you download the picture that you're wanting, and when you go to your character sheet, you upload it on that image.
Yep.
Well,
There's
Uh,
a. You'll do
you
edit?
can
edit.
also edit
Go
it
to
Oh,
the
edit.
image.
Okay, under edit. Thank you. Cha-cha. Nope. What did I say? That's some bitch. 1 second. Sorry, kids.
He's just somewhere around the map. You know, he's hiding under the wing, getting out of the sun. As you guys have made the walk, everybody give me an easy resilience check. Since you got nice and close to the ship, it shouldn't be hard at all for a couple of geared out Mandalorians to be walking in the desert.
It's climate controlled.
Yeah.
There actually is an option for that.
I thought we had the.
No, you have an environmental seal, which gives you about 10 minutes of air.
Not a problem.
Jim, mine should only be 3-3-1, not 4-2.
So we don't get.
Okay, as long as you succeed is all I need to know. Except for the
I didn't.
one person that didn't. That takes 3 strain from the
Well,
heat. Because you're out
I
there
am
exposed
up
on the cliff top.
With the no shade, no. Okay, so 3 strain.
3 strain from the heat as it's beating down on you and beating up from the cliff face that you're on, going, damn, this planet sucks. As in
This
your
is
helmet,
worse than
you
Arizona.
feel moisture on your upper lip drip down. I hate to be
Gross.
moist in my armor.
What? You didn't like my suggestions? Wow.
Sorry. I found one that was already downloaded. I just didn't know how to put it there.
Didn't even have a jetpack, but he's showing a flying picture.
See the way these kids are. So what is you guys?
Proves and passion.
All right. Well, I mean, somebody
That's
needs to
going
make
right by the
sure the
place,
trap. Somebody needs to check out the trap and make sure if there's not something sitting there. So,
My God. He's huge.
he's a giant of a man.
Oh my goodness.
Cool pick.
See, this is where I'm totally asking you guys what y'all are doing to stall while I'm creating his character real quick. But y'all are failing hard. Hard fails.
Slowly moving up on that cave with my big gun at the ready.
And I've got my littler gun at the ready.
So, where I'm landing, I am going to use my cybernetic arm, and I am going to use the basic scanner for medium range detection, and displays data on a hollow projector that appears above the user's open palm and can show nearby motion, life forms, energy signatures, and other common targets as desired. So I'm going to aim that at the cargo crates to see what kind of readings I get and if I can find the fuel signature.
Okay, you immediately are picking up radiation. Engine section, where your friends are all over at, total radiation fest. Go ahead and give me a computer's roll as you scan the scanner. Don't roll yet, though. I just realized I didn't put any difficulty in there. Oh, no, I did. Never mind. I'm like,
I mean, I'm okay with that.
When you
If
started
it's that
doing
easy.
I totally put it in there. Go for
Yeah.
it.
If it's that easy,
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's a zero sum roll. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Ah,
You're picking up lots of debris. There's crap everywhere. You're picking up, like, in the sand, you kick the sand in front of you, and there's a glob of, like, food protein that landed on the sand and rolled and got covered up and settled after hours. The
Gross.
ambient temperature you're getting is this ship has probably been here at least 10 hours
Hmm.
from your scanner. So
How
it's
many
giving
hours?
at least 10 hours
10?
it's been crashed here.
at least. So
Which
At
you knew
least.
you were hired 8.5 hours ago, so.
yeah,
And you see like footprints going everywhere, and some of the footprints the sand has been blown across, and you're seeing that a lot of people have moved through here, or a small group has been going circles through here. You never know. And you do pick up one life sign over here,
okay.
and
Assuming that's towards the cockpit.
yep,
And I pick up some other useful additional information that
okay, you
would be to advantage.
do pick some slight life form from here. It's something plant-based.
Okay.
And you do pick up,
Plant-based?
there is in this section over here, you're picking up something that definitely registers as, what you think that hyperspace fuel might be.
Okay. All right. I will go over comms. I got one life sign in the cockpit
And you know
area of the
There's-
ship.
There's another life sign over here too.
Okay. Got life sign at the single cargo crate by the giant rock formation in the center. Possible fuel signature at the southern pod, and some kind of plant-based life sign at the entrance to the cave. That could be covered to the cave.
And that's all with just waving his hand like magic.
Like,
That's how we do.
So, Jim, is the scale on this map standard?
Yeah.
all right. So that's what I give everybody. I am going to go for the life sign.
The one in the ship or the one by the rock?
I'd say
Well,
it's
as
You said
I
it was a-
enter, I'm going to come
You
to
said it was
enter
a-
here. So I'm going to look for this life sign and then head for the cockpit life sign. So I will check the exterior one first.
Okay.
Dizzo, can I join you?
Yep.
All right, I wish to follow Dizzo to that life sign outside by that big old rock.
Okay.
Radiation by
It
there
really-
was not bad, right? The radiation
No,
was
it was
only
really
by
bad.
the other two.
Yeah. What's the levels
It's,
as far
it's,
as versus
it's
suits?
not that bad. I mean, I wouldn't stay here as a resort, but as long as you're only spending like 8 hours here, you should be fine.
All right. I'll
All right.
let everybody know that.
Hey, Jim,
So yeah.
right
I'm
here,
gonna
Uh-huh.
you said that this was a plant life form.
Uh-huh.
Right.
some kind of plant life form at the mouth. Possibly could be whatchamacallit?
Other?
Camouflage.
I don't know.
So-
What do you call it?
Could be
Go
living
with-
camouflage, maybe.
Okay.
Just to recap, we have. Oops, hold on. Wrong pointer. We have plant life form here.
Mm-hmm.
We have regular life form here.
Mm-hmm.
We have regular life form here. And then down to the south, we have possible fuel source down here.
Yep.
Or the fuel could be hidden in the cave.
Well, I'm just I'm saying the signatures I'm getting
Right.
is possible
Possible fuel.
fuel
All right. So Diesel moved to
based
there.
on signals that I'm receiving.
I will move
feel
down to
free
the.
to move into the kill box. Okay, Dizo's moving all tactical cool, going to the cover.
Yeah,
I
I'm
take it.
keeping distance.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
gonna-
distance from the suspected trap.
And I'm going to stealth my way up toward the back of the ship there, around that, through that, to that opening that I'm facing now. Nice,
Get all
Bram.
the key points. Did I get them? So I put the names: life, fuel, plant, and I can't really mark the radiation field without getting something crazy on the map.
Okay, so somebody said stealth there. Go ahead and give me your stealth roll. Let's see how sneaky you're
Right.
being.
Ready for me?
I mean,
Yep.
I am now.
I mean, that's kind of why I said it. I was hoping you'd flip one and give it back to us.
Yeah, we need some more
All right.
before the shit hits the fan.
Pool ready?
Yep.
Good enough for
Aw, that
me.
wasn't bad at
Hey.
all. As you're totally sneaking around the side of the ship, you guys hear the wind rustle. Another little pebble goes bouncing down the canyon wall because the crashing ship totally jacked up the canyon's structure here. Careful there, Talish. As you guys are creeping closer on the crash site, I'm joyed that nobody's done any perception or survivals for those tracks.
So,
What
Jim,
is-
just one quick pause there to
Got
let
to get up
Mike
there
know.
to see him.
Mike, you can grab your character and move him.
How far can I move per?
6
Her?
for a
Yeah,
regular
you can-
movement.
six for a regular move, yeah. So you could easily get up to here.
Can I go back around the other way? Yeah, that way. Right there.
We have
Cool.
successfully split the party. Are you being sneaky about it, or are you just walking right up on the front of the ship?
I'm just walking right around the front of the ship.
Excellent.
Okay, as you look, you can see the ship, crashed pretty harsh. It's got carbon scoring all over the front here. And there's something funky about the windshield.
I say you can try perceiving into
it's
the
covered by
cockpit.
dust right now, but something funky is funky in the inside.
I
me
love
a
how the
monkey?
guy with no combat skills decides to go off on his own. Brilliant.
Yep. Anyways, no, I'm going to meet you over yonder, but I do notice that. Can I do like a perception thing to see if I can find out more?
Yeah. I mean, I'm
About the
only going to tell
windshield?
you that much for free. It's going to cost you a skill check to get more.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm not going to go inside. I'm going to keep my distance, but from what I can see from where I'm at, I'm going to see if I can't perceive a little bit more.
See, and now
See
we all
movement
thought
or
you were like the
something.
biggest combat monkey ever, and then Gunter just sells you out as a guy that has no combat skills.
He's the face guy.
He's a
Right.
Mandalorian.
He's totally
Weapons are
face
part
from
of
the
his
A-team.
So,
Does he at least have scathing tirade then?
have what?
I think so currently.
So
I
your
think it's
dice
on one of
roll
his
is
trees.
ready.
All right, doing my perception roll.
And you notice it looks like it's a mess inside that cockpit. You just see like a spark go off, and you know that it's trashed inside there. You could, if you wanted to, climb up and come in the open hatch that's right here. See this little bump? That's a hatch.
Yep.
You could
I do not
climb
wish to.
up. You could climb up that if you wanted to.
I do not wish to. As he said, I have no battle skills. I'm just scoping out the other side of the ship while I meet them over by the life sign. That is my goal right now, is to take the long way around and catch up with the group, but see what I cannot see while I'm passing through. And I
Okay.
feel this way is very not dangerous, because this is going to be in the front of the ship anyways, well, as far as I know. But yeah,
I mean, if anything was there, the ship sat on it, so it's not there anymore. So what would you like for your 2 advantages?
help from the group on this one? Anyone got thoughts? I'm still learning, guys.
I'm Honestly, there's not much more you could do with that. I would throw a blue to a specific person. Maybe someone like Bram who'd do a good job at a perception roll.
Or Talishu, you can actually see, because everybody else would be pretty much out of view.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go for, the
the
sniper lady. Yeah, I'd like to give the blue to the sniper.
Okay, you basically give her a hand gesture, to acknowledge you're there.
It gives her a hand gesture, all right.
Okay, so let's do a perception for the and I've got a -2 black. So hopefully I did it correctly. What if I put it in incorrectly? But I get a blue.
Okay, you've got it so it automatically adds the blue?
No.
Okay, then I've got your blue in there. I've got 2 blue in there for you then, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll when you're ready.
Hey, all right.
Okay, so as you signal Talisha up on the ledge, and she kind of like looks away from the sniper scope for a second and starts to take in this whole situation. With your 2 successes and 1 advantage, you clearly know with your perception up here, a lot of people have been moving around this area. There's lots of footprints. People have been moving and dragging shit out of this area. You noticed a slight impression heading this direction. Like somebody dragged stuff off into...
I was on my character sheet with you.
Okay, so you've seen lots of traffic back and forth going through this way of a lot of people. We're talking like
depression, you said.
Yeah. And you see drag marks of people pulling large things or debris this direction. And with your 2 successes, I will give you realize a ship landed like 50 feet from the crash site, that direction. You see the air wash blasted the sand in an almost circular pattern that you didn't notice before because you were all hopping and jumping to get here. That you must have hopped right over it thinking it was a depression in between dunes, and it actually looks like a ship landed here.
I'm going to share this information.
Okay, you got the radio, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
You clearly see that there's drag marks heading towards the cave.
The cave.
And you also see this crate right here. Yeah, there's lots of weird impressions in the sand around it. Like either people were kicking it or beating it with a hammer or something because it's like wiggled and moved in the sand. And you also know that this container here, somebody took a torch, a fusion cutter, to cut the container open. So there's a handy-dandy triangular shaped opening right here in the side. Mainly because the actual access is underneath it right now because it's upside down.
Again, I share all of this.
All right, so I'm betting this one has one of the crew that we're supposed to save.
I'm just hoping our field didn't go up north and fly off in another ship.
Right, because there are so many ships around here.
Well, apparently one was here not too long ago. That's how I just heard.
Yep.
We know that there was a ship landed in this area, but then we don't know much more than that.
Well, it's not there anymore, so it must have taken off too.
And with the carbon scoring on the ship, you're assuming there was a ship chasing it and shooting it at the time.
So they brought down the ship. Whoever
That's what
landed
it sounds
there,
like.
the ones that brought it down.
Sounds like.
And what would you like for your advantage, Kelly?
I'm going to give the next person a stick out.
Okay.
Blue.
So with your insights, it's going to help them out to get a blue.
Exactly.
See, here's where I was thinking somebody would totally do a survival roll to do a Humperdinck.
I'm actually good at survival, so I can do that. I will do a Humperdinck here.
You will do a Humperdinck. It will be hard because the time that has passed, but apparently you're spending wisely that light side points. And
Yes.
your friend is giving you good advice, and are you also assisting him while he's doing his Humperdinck?
Sure. I'm not very good at the humperdinking, but I'll assist him.
Okay,
Okay.
your pool is ready.
What does him assisting me do?
It just
Adds
gives
a
you a
blue.
blue.
Okay. Well, here we go. That's
Nice. And the blue contributed, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Both the blues contributed, so help from your friends came through. So, you do know, as you start to do the classic Prince Humperdinck thing where you're looking at the tracks on the ground, you're realizing that on the ground here, a group of at least 15 people came from the direction of where the landed ship was, routed through this area quite heavily for hours, and then proceeded to drag some stuff to the cave, drag some stuff over here, was doing some work over here, and we're shooting up this storage box that you guys are slowly getting closer on.
I will be narrating that destroy just like Humperdinck did, and then we say, and there was a massive battle and 15 people and
I'm over there going, yeah, and then maybe they went over there and
And you also find, kicking through the remains of, you find 10 mining guild style ration packs. It's the really cheap ones you'd get on a cruise ship where it's just basically cookies. And 2 blaster packs that seem to have been dropped in the sand as you kick one over and you say, there was an exchange of blaster bolts. And then 3 destroyed...
hobbits laid here.
and 3 destroyed repair droids.
so sad.
And you clearly see that some people were having fun shooting at this cargo container and this rock. There's blaster bolts all around the rock and the sand, lots of bad shots, and a couple shots that go straight into it and don't have exit holes.
Well, do we want to check out the thing that they kept on firing at, especially since it's showing up as a life form?
That was my destination.
well, go ahead and start moving forward, people, because I'm staying where I'm at.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I'm staying where
Obviously.
I'm at for the moment.
How do
keep
I
my,
measure how far I'm moving?
If
You can go 30 paces or 30 feet normally, so you have to go around the front of the ship. If you use that ruler tool, you go 20 feet down that way, or you can make turns. You don't have to move in a straight line. So you could go down to there, 15 feet, and then
I think
from there,
he was also
15
wondering
feet right there.
where is this ruler tool that we keep talking about?
Yes.
So if you look on the left-hand side of your screen, you should see a pointer.
Oh, I
and then
minimize
a
that. Oh, that. Measure.
And if you want to do fancy things, you basically can measure, click the right mouse button, and you can turn around corners as we're all showing off. Just remember, you have to go back to the select arrow to move your token.
And default is when you click the little comb over there is to broadcast to others. If you want to do it and not
Gotcha. I
tell
like
people, you can turn off the toggle. You'll see broadcast to others. You toggle that off, and then only you can see it. If you don't want to, maybe say, got a secret plan, you don't want to, let the GM on ahead of time.
And just so you know, I always see it. I get to see everything.
Oh, even if you do don't turn off broadcast to others, you still see?
I'm pretty sure that just cuts the other players out of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I was.
You see
when I
mine?
was,
By
a
just
You
doing?
see green at 110 feet? Yeah.
Oh, that's shitty.
There's no secrets from God.
There should be secrets from the GM. Wow, that's
Use the
bullshit.
Force.
Hey, I'm just being honest and telling you.
No, that's good. I'm
I
glad.
didn't
Good
want
to
you
know.
to assume that I was left out of things. I see
I
everything.
figured it turned it off for everybody.
And you know what
Then
happens?
forget that.
Boom.
Just
So-
just as a heads up for this gaming or for gaming in general, please avoid providing GM suggestions on things to do to us. He
Never,
might think of them, but you don't need to help add to the damage.
never be
Right.
afraid to invite threat and despair suggestions because it's a cool
No.
thing that's going to happen to everybody, and it's story. Story happens.
Do not give him suggestions. Let him come up with the
Right.
the stuff he wants to do to us.
And speaking of story, as you guys go up to that cargo container, you clearly see it's locked, even though it's got some holes shot into it and holes shot around it. Who's going to try to open it?
I'll check it out mechanically.
Mechanically speaking, it does appear locked, but it's not a great lock.
Okay. I will check it out for traps and unlock it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your mechanics check.
Ready?
Yep.
Boom.
As you pop that lock, and you can clearly hear the seal pop, even though it's environmentally compromised. You immediately know that because there's no crisp snap like a soda can. It just rubber seal pops, and as it does, you totally see smoke in the inside. And as you guys look down, you see a Sulistan that caught 2 solid shots and seemed to have died of his wounds after being shot and left in this cargo container in the sun
Oh,
for 10 hours.
that sucked.
And then all of a sudden, for a second, you feel really safe and secure that he might be alive. And go ahead and give me a vigilance roll.
Lordy.
Can't be alive.
Well, his hand
Ready?
said he was alive, yeah.
But
I was going to say, I
Yeah,
got a
that
life
was-
sign, so... Aha!
And thankfully, you thought for a quarter of a second he's alive as his hand starts to move. And instead of freaking the fuck out because you're vigilant, you look and you realize the pool of vital fluids that pooled in the bottom there. There's some teeny tiny little 2-inch long carapace kind of worms slithering through his vital
Ew.
fluids. They look almost
Ah.
like mealworms, but no legs. And they're basically slurping up his fluids.
Yeah.
And there's
Okay.
a lot of them that crawled in there.
Uh,
You totally look at
Wow.
the backside and you realize one of the holes leaked and they all crawled in through that little hole. They don't seem to be any kind of threat. They're just, local flora and fauna found itself a wellspring.
Yeah, sure. All right. He's dead. Click.
You close the container. And as you close the container, we get the to be continued. Dun 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 dun.
dun, 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 dun.
Because it's not a
Ba-ba.
So So then we're gonna find out what all you guys are gonna do next. I mean, you did detect a life sign in the cockpity area.
Yep.
And you detected some plant life in the cave that you swore flying over. Your buddy totally said that, there was something moving in the cave.
Yep. Move your character up just a little bit, Bran. There you go. There's the life form. I tagged it. You did, Jim.
As it now says, life did, Jim.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Right?
It could be Sith because it could be seen as unnatural.
All right. So how many experience points do we have?
He's pining for the makeup.
One quick question before that.
Uh-oh.
Whoever's
Uh-oh.
got your best vigilance, have one person give me a vigilance roll.
I think
Have
we're all
two
too yellow.
That's it.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
I'm too
somebody's too yellow. Somebody's too yellow and a green now, right?
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
me.
me.
Oh,
I
wait,
have 2 yellow and a green.
Yeah, I'm too
and-
yellow and green.
I'm just a yellow and a green.
What you doing, Gunther?
Mike, you should probably be 2 yellow because of your armor. Okay, Jim, you ready for me?
Yep.
Gulp.
I know you put the.
Oh my
Hey!
You're on-
Oh my god.
as you're being
Eked it out.
super cool walking through the wreckage, you're hiding back where you were, and then you step forward once you know that there's no big, scary surprise happening. You totally notice something weird on the sand. There's a line that looks like burn until you looked at it and you kick it and you realize it's blackened sand that's been turned to glass. And with your one vigilance, you know beyond a shadow of a doubt it's a lightsaber mark.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Someone on the aggressor's side was armed with a lightsaber and must have done a cool move where they drew the blade and slide it in the sand, and it left a perfect blade saber mark, like as if someone was drawing a blade to flick sand at someone.
Cross this line, you die.
I
Then
will
Still die.
then you
we'll
notice
point that out to everybody.
one other mark on the opening of the ship that looks like over here, that looks like a lightsaber. Hit like some swinging things and cut those things while cutting somebody down.
We ain't afraid of no Sith.
True that. So XP.
So, XP. Since you made that, I can totally save 15 XP because you now have a clue on who these marauders are.
You're welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, Sith-led mark. So it's this Sith, the guy we're supposed to just, bring in? Probably.
Well, because of the captain we were supposed to bring in, so Captain Sith.
Ah.
Sith, he could have just picked up a lightsaber.
Or he could be working for the Sith.
Could be.
That will have to be solved next time. So, good night,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
That's
Good night.
Good night,
a
everybody.
dream for another night.
Exactly. Good night, everybody.
Good job.
Have a good night,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks for the fun.
Night.
Quicker dicker. the cat tries to take over the computer. Hi, Square.